Hello, welcome to the video. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know me, I'm Jared and I run my own side business, JM Custom Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some testing with my laser and trying to make some medium-sized wooden flags. Put the pictures up here somewhere, but I make full-size flags that are roughly 3 feet long, I believe 36 inches to 37 inches. And then I've made some smaller desktop size flags that are roughly 11 to 12 inches long. So I've made the bigger ones, with table saw, more type of power tools out in the garage, and with the Dremel tool for the stars. The desktop sized one I've made on my old laser, and that was just basically the biggest size I could do on my laser. I was kind of restricted to 12 inches at most. But with my new laser here, the xTool P2, it's got a work area of, I believe, 12 inches by close to 24, just shy of it. So I'm going to try to do some medium-sized flags on the laser here. I think put the dimensions in. I think I can do about 11 and a half inches up and down. In proportion wise, that would put me roughly about 20 inches in length. So I ran to the Home Depot this morning, picked up all the supplies I needed. As you can see, I used the Rust-Oleum paint here for my colors. Or at least I did. I used this on the small flags. On the bigger flags I use stain. But I'm going to try the spray paint and then the clear coat gloss on the medium-sized ones, just like the smaller ones. I also picked up a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of 1/2 inch sanded plywood, and I picked up a 2 foot by 4 foot piece 1/4 inch of either sanded plywood or birch plywood. So I'm going to try both of the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch. I just have to run some tests. This new laser should be able to cut the 1/2 inch. I know my old laser could only cut through like 1/8 inch plywood, but I'm going to try both 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. So all in all, I spent about $90 today at the Home Depot, and with the wood I bought and the spray paint and the gloss and all that, I should be able to make 4 flags. So I got a heater going in my garage because it's freaking below 0 today in Minnesota. So I'm going to let that heat up, and then I'm going to use a skill saw just to rip down that 2 foot by 4 foot sheet of plywood into probably 4 smaller working pieces that I can put into my laser. So I'll get that done out in the garage, come back in and show you where we're at. Alright, just got done doing some of my testing. I'll pull this up. This is the 1/4 inch, it's either pine or bass plywood I got from Home Depot. A couple of test squares all turned out really good. Test letters cut really good. So I got my settings dialed in for the 1/4 inch. And now to move on to the 1/2 inch. That was a different story. So there's the front, there's the back. Nothing ever got cut through. You can tell I dang near started a fire in there. Well, I kind of did stop it because I think the wood was burning. So 1/2 inch plywood is not going to work on the xTool P2 to cut. I mean, I had one square there that cut through, but it's all burnt to crap. So that's not going to work. I might be able to salvage this 1/2 inch wood and use this as the back layer of the flags. I was trying to do all this right on the laser, but I can use the 1/4 inch plywood for sure. That'll work. I was using 1/8 inch basswood on my small flags. So the front of the flag will definitely be 1/4 inch, and I can maybe just cut this 1/2 inch with a skill saw or my table saw for the back of the flag. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit, but first I just got to get the the front and all the stars cut out on the 1/4 inch piece. So I'm gonna get that loaded up and see how that goes. All right, I got this all loaded up. I made it about, all right, not about, I made it 11 inches up and down, and that came to about 19 point something lengthwise. So hit the start button and see how this works. Alright, it's done. Without seeing it, I'm pretty happy with the speed. That took, I think, about 11 minutes, 30 seconds. On my old laser, I would do a flag roughly half that size, and it would take even longer. So, speed-wise, I like it. Let's pull it out and see if everything drops out clean. Just picking it up. Everything's dropping out clean. One little star there, but wiglet pops right out. Looks like we got a couple stars hanging on the back, but I'm looking at it and it's cut all the way through. They're just hung up on little snags. Oop. I was going to try to tick it off my finger, but it already fell off. Let's do that. Pops right out. This is the back. It's nice and clean. Front, very minimal charring. I'm happy with this. This is a lot heftier and thicker than the 1/8 basswood sheets I was using. So super happy with that so far. So I think what I'm going to do, since that cut out so well, I'm going to throw in another sheet of the 1/4 inch plywood, and I'm just going to cut a border out with that. Alright, that came away nice and clean. This took like 1:45, so under 2 minutes. Combine the time together and we're looking at 11, we're looking at like 13, 14 minutes. Under 15 minutes for cutting out the entire flag. So very happy with that time. I think what I'm going to do, 1 second, I think I'm going to paint this backer white, and I'm going to grab my flag. I'm going to paint this entire thing black, and then one of the strips that we cut out, we'll paint this blue. We'll make a blue line flag, and I'm just going to paint all 3 of the stripes that got cut out blue, and I'm going to play around with engraving some lettering on the blue line after I paint it. So that's going to be my next step, is to get out in the garage, get the heater fired back up, and get some paint on these sheets of plywood. Alright, got 1 coat of spray paint on these, black, white. Got my heater going right here. 1 little coat of blue. I'm going to let that stuff dry for probably 15 minutes, then hit it with another light coat. The trick with this spray paint is just quick light coats, and don't try to get it all done in 1 coat. It's going to need 2, so first light layer, let it dry, and then another second light layer. After I do the second coat, I'm probably going to bring them inside to fully dry and cure, because it is still only like 41 degrees in the garage. I got the heater going, so it should heat it up a little bit, but it's not going to be as warm as it would be inside. Alright, I'm going to wrap this project up. Here's what it looks like. So just for reference, this is one of my big flags, which is just over 36 inches long. This was one of the small ones, which is, turn this around, just over 11 inches long. And now the new design on my new laser, this one is just over 19 inches long. So grab this here. This turned out really good. So again, it's the 1/4 inch plywood cut on the laser. You might see that blue line flag popping out. I didn't glue that in yet. So then I just painted the flag all black, and then the back piece white. And I just used a piece of the 1/4 inch plywood for that. Looks like it was birch plywood. So that looks good. I'll get that blue line glued in, and then the only other thing I have to do is on the sides, I'll take some acrylic black paint and paint all the sides black to match so it looks good. And then of course on the back I'll put some kind of hardware on there to hang it up. So that is just going to be a nice addition to my flags. So the big ones take a lot longer to make. They're really nice. I do the stars with a Dremel tool. Small one there, good for a desktop. And now the new medium-sized one would be great to hang on a wall if you don't have a huge space. So I got to figure out my pricing on those. Like I said, probably start maybe around $60 and then add maybe 15-20 bucks for customizations. I'm going to be playing around tomorrow with some customizations for it. Doing some name engraving on some of the lines. Maybe doing like a police badge or the DOC badge, or cutting out some handcuffs. Something like that, just to add a little pizzazz to it. But we're going to wrap this project up. Definitely worth it. Like I said, I spent $90 at Home Depot for all the supplies I needed. I should add, I didn't put the clear gloss on this yet either. So it'll get probably 3 coats of clear coat gloss finish on that just to make it pop. So $90 in supplies. I figured I could make, I think, 4 flags out of that. So $60 bare minimum times 4 is $240. That's a good chunk of profit right there. That's more than, not quite 3xing my money. But if I do the customizations and end up charging upwards of $80, then I'm definitely 3xing my money after buying all the supplies. And that's kind of where I like to sit at, is 3x my money after all the supplies and stuff. Because I do got to pay myself. Labor cost, laser time, and all that. It's a lot that goes into it. So keep an eye on the Facebook page, possibly Instagram, but Facebook. We'll get some of these up for sale hopefully soon. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Remember to subscribe if you would. Content coming out every week, at least once a week. So thanks for watching. Check out the Facebook page if you want to buy one of these, and we'll see you next time.